Hello everybody, Steve-Wagon here, and welcome back to Wani Hug That Gator. Last time we left off, we had ourselves the gym? It's been a minute. We had gym, we played some dodgeball, we did really well, and then we got just clocked by another student and the gym teacher, I believe. Got some good advice from the gym teacher. Forgot what it was. And then went back home, went to school the next day. Actually went to classes. Didn't get knocked out for the entire day. Actually went to classes. Finally met Olivia? I think Olivia was the name. Made some new friends, had some lunch, and yeah, let's just hop right back into this. The computer lab is in an offshoot room from our library. Ah, that's right. I'm trying to submit something for some competition thing. I have a terrible memory. As for the library itself, aside from an expected emphasis on anatomy drawing guides and the it's pretty standard. Huh? Did I read? Not to brag, but the school I was at for my freshman and junior years had a library with 2 floors. Oh yeah, you're not bragging at all. Probably should have read a thing or two with all those resources. Readings for nerds. You're fine. I'm getting off topic. The computer lab is the focus. The calm tranquility of the library is overtaken by the organized sterility of the lab. 40 standardized sets of computers and monitors line the walls, forming a panopticon around the desk reserved for the teacher in the middle. I remember them being organized differently in elementary school, but for a few years now, I've just been seeing this formation. Sounds to me like someone got caught one too many times working on more risque art pieces. Ooh, I can't read right now. God. The monitors are all turned on, but only one's logged in. Weird. There's nobody here. The login came from inside the school. Dun dun dun. Damien and Ben said Liz would be here, though. Damien and Ben said Liz would be here, though. Maybe she's in the bathroom. I'm not one to pry and snoop around, but I'm really pressed for time here. On screen, I see 1 PDFs and I cannot read. I see open PDFs and documents. They look finance related and filled with abbreviations and jargons I don't understand. Maybe I can figure out how to create my account on my own. Music off? The noise off or something? Did I do something? No, everything's fine. It's just really quiet. Oh. Hello, ma'am. What are you doing up there? What are you doing? Haunted school! I didn't mean to scare you. Up there it is. Oh, thank Christ. It's just a dino girl with an extremely long neck and not a specter. Oh, thank God, it's not a ghost. It's just a dino girl with a long neck. No, really, what are you doing to the fiscal report I was working on? I didn't do anything. I didn't touch it, I swear. Oh, ooh. I've been working on that all day. Why did you touch it? I didn't touch anything. I didn't. I only minimized it, I swear. Right. I'm here for a reason. Are you Liz? The Bronchiosaurus furiously reopens all the windows and for a while types out some information before acknowledging me again. Excuse me? Ben sent me. Damien told me about you. Huh. who do we mention? Ben is on the student council, student government, whatever the thing. But Damien seems like the popular cool guy. But Ben does seem a little more important. Ben sent me. I wanted to submit something for that art contest going on, but I don't have my school login info yet. Ben told me you'd be able to help me out. Ben, huh? Well, Ben and Damien. She mumbles something under her breath and turns her head back to me. Yeah, I'm Liz. Ew. Why you doing that spin around thing? Whoa. Inco. But yeah, I'm new here, so I need an account. Not a problem at all. Oh, look at you, now you're all happy to help. Liz sits down and cracks her knuckles as she starts typing away at the keyboard. All right, I'll see if I can get that done for you. In a flourishing display of spreadsheet software experience, Liz navigates and organizes several documents in seconds. I've always had the general idea that there were a lot of shortcuts and commands, but yeesh, she's resourceful. So, you're an artist too? I mean, shouldn't that be obvious? We're in an art school, aren't we? I mean, yeah, you got Damien, but he just lives nearby. I guess there's gonna be other people that live nearby. Other dinos that live nearby. Is it fine if I say people, or do I have to say like dino person or dino? What's the right way of saying it? Since you want to enter the contest so bad. Oh, I guess there's also. Wait, no, again, it's an art school. Of course I'm an artist. Oh, yeah, I'm a photographer. Yeah? How are you liking it here so far? Well... Students here usually jump to asking about what they're graduating here for, so they can more easily form connections and collaborate. So excuse me if I might be going too fast. No, not at all. I am a bit more at ease now that you just explained it. It's pretty good, although I feel bad about missing most of my first day. It's not a big deal. Guess not. I mean, how much can really be happening the first day of school, besides making all the proper friends and connections, before everyone goes into their usual... What is the word? Click? I think that was the word. Although, truth be told, I see those paintings framed in the hall by the principal's office, and it does put a bit of rain on my parade. Oh, those? Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it's like that by design. Honestly. Something about breaking the students' egos. Oh yeah, that's real nice. That's what you want to do. Then you end up wanting to improve like crazy so you can reach your goals. At least, that's what happened to me. I'm planning to go to university and getting degrees in design and business. And that's just the start. I'm also starting to become an apprentice for art dealings, getting the right paintings for the right people. My tutor said I'm impressive enough I should start enrolling for any and all the important universities around the country I'd like. Oh, I mean, good for you. Wow. I mean, I'm also pretty well off myself, but it never occurred to me that I should be this ambitious. Thank you. What about you? I'm going to be an influencer blogger and be crazy popular. I'm going to publish a photography magazine. I don't know, but it's going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. I don't know, but it's going to be big. Well, it's something. At least more than a lot of people here. What do you mean by that? Like half the school may as well just be in daycare. Sorry if that sounds rude. We've got these school programs and even industry professionals coming in for lectures. But it's like some people are just here because their friends happen to be here too. No big plans, it seems. Yeah. Wait, you mean like Damien? Always lead back to him. Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it. What was that? Was she just, was she just like, ooh, oh, I didn't mean to insult Damien? He's still cool though, don't get me wrong. I hope me talking about him to you like this doesn't come across as douchey. He's definitely the friendly type. He even partnered with me in gym class and dragged me along to sit with him at lunch. Is that so? Oh, Is there something about that? Something I should know about with that whole exchange? Did I agree to something by sitting with him at lunch? Is this prison rules? Something happened? Yeah, he was really excited about it too. And then he introduced you to Olivia as well and tried to break the ice so she could come out of her shell? Yeah. How'd you know? Oh boy, I'm sorry about that, Inco. What? Is Damien messing with me? No, Damien is great. He's just maybe a little too eager. If he considers you a friend to him, he'll want you to be our friend too. Huh? Specifically, he'll want you to be Olivia's friend. What's wrong with that? Nothing at all. But you've seen Olivia. You can probably tell she's a bit unresponsive. Doesn't really like to talk to anyone, not even Damien. So you can definitely try to be her friend, but just know that she'll most likely ignore you. You don't like Olivia? What? No, I do. She's fine, I guess. I sit with her during lunch after all. And I'm sure you'll get along with us just fine. And hey, I'd love to see Olivia making a friend. Just don't get too invested trying to get her to warm up to you. Damien will always be down to hang out though, and I certainly don't mind. It's just that him and Olivia are nigh inseparable. So if the deal turns you off, then it's not your fault either. There's history to that warning. Little something between Liz and Olivia then. I wonder. Gonna have to Sherlock Holmes my way through this one. Inseparable. So they're like girlfriend and boyfriend? No. They just live in the same house. What? Huh? Oh. Damien's also just incredibly patient and outgoing. I envy him. Oh, Damien. But yeah, he would like nothing more than everyone getting along like best buddies. Unless you're like Damien. Unless you're like Damien and you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever. Oh. Unless you're like Damien and you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever, your time is probably better spent elsewhere. So, how serious are you about your ambitions? Pretty serious, I think. Liz nods. Something to keep in mind, then. It's a struggle, but like Damien says, you gotta keep trying, right? Liz gives me a half-hearted smile, but she still seems sad about something. Anyways, sorry for talking your ear off about private matters. You still want to get that submission turned in? She stops for a second on one tab to scan for something. And got it! She motions her head to the back of the room at the printer as it hums to life. I get up and get the paper, both my username and password. Here are strings of numbers. I take a snapshot of the username and password so I won't have to remember it. Thanks. Anyways, you should hurry. Lunch is ending soon. Okay. Alright, we've learned a little bit here. Some history between Damien, Olivia, and Liz. Damien and Olivia live together? Ah! What is that? What does that mean for me? Right. According to the time display on the monitor, I've only got 10 minutes left. I follow the instructions on the printout, finally getting to the lab student hub of the site. and thankfully, the art contest is displayed prominently across it. Clicking through a couple of links, I finally find the submission instructions. It's simply a matter of putting my entry details as the name of the file and dragging it into the school's shared drive. Plugging in my portable portfolio hard drive, I create a copy of my magnum opus. Then a quick rename, drag it here, and just in time. I take the extra minute to safely undock my hard drive, and then log off the computer. Looking back to Liz, she's completely wrapped up in her work. Don't think interrupting her is a good idea, especially after what she said about Olivia in our own time. I opt to simply leave her be, heading out of the room and the library for class. After all, it's time for the class I'd been looking forward to the most. This day is certainly turning out better than yesterday. I got some water this time. After doing Coach's voice for so long the other day, my throat was just gone. This time I came prepared. ... Hope I didn't just jinx myself. What is our next class? ... Oh, it's obviously a photography class, right? My nerves had been acting up when I first stepped back into the classroom. Wait a minute. Then what was the class before lunch? The one where I got my textbooks at? I don't remember it. I don't remember. What was he teaching? He was teaching something. Made even worse, did I not read that last bit? What was that? My nerves had been acting up when I first stepped back into the classroom. Made even worse when I was hit with another flashbang. Oh, it's him again. After my 20 other classmates had finished laughing, Mr. Latigan made a show of waving a freshly taken photo from a fancy fold-up camera from the 70s. Wait, I'm with him again. This is the same day. I already had a class with him. Are all my classes with him? No, because we had gym class with Monkey Man. So, he's just teaching multiple classes then. That has to be it. I dubbed this portrait. What is this? Detudiant Sans Polis. I think that's how I had his voice earlier. After he thumbtacked the shot on a corkboard filled with poor snapshots of everyone else, Mr. Latigan reassured me and sat me right next to Ben. I can't read. He managed to sum up his syllabus in under a minute, instead taking the majority of the time to go over our first lesson, an assignment on exposure and lighting. With each new light fixture he brought out and explained, I felt my mind swirl faster with new possibilities of old shots. If only I had had that then, or if I could have used that there. Now that you've had a small taste of it, we'll start on your first photography assignment, a proper lighting. Oh, did I hit the wrong button? I'm salivating at the thoughts. Mr. Latigan had just finished his first lesson where he'd handed out all sorts of equipment to look over. It's the first time I've handled some of these things, like the enormous box light that was still taking up the entirety of my desk. Remember, though, that these are just tools meant to enhance the photo. You can highlight a turd all you want, but it's still a turd. The crude language guarantees a chortle from the few half-listening students, including me. The teacher looks over to the clock and hums. Well, I see that we managed to finish this lecture a tad bit early. Why don't you all take these last 10 minutes to compare notes? Maybe even consider doing the assignment as a collab piece with a classmates. Ooh. The room is quick to fill with the sound of chatter. I wonder if Hey. Oh god, what was Ben? What was Ben? Hey. I turn to Ben and see his eager grin. Do you want to do a joint piece? Since you don't know any good spots in school and all. I think that was it. I do not remember in the slightest. I pull out the assignment sheet from beneath the lightweight light on my desk and give it a quick scan again. Present a set of photos demonstrating your understanding of proper lighting. You are allowed to borrow one lighting tool and must take the shot on school premises. And I swear, I've handed out this assignment for years now. If one more student just takes a picture of the hallway outside the classroom, I'm going to personally throw them over the railing. Be original, please. I've got the perfect place for it. If we work together, we can even use 2 items. The offer is too tempting. Sure. I hold out my hand and Ben shakes it, sealing the pack. Let's go. My face is feeling weird from all the smiling today. But in truth, I've been enjoying Mr. Latikin's class so much that I couldn't stop. Why am I zooming in? What's going on? It feels like I've the entire world to gain from Mr. Latikin's lesson. And the entire world to explore, seeing as, ever since the move, I hadn't had time to actually explore Volcaldera Bluffs. So, sure, on occasion I go out on my own to parks and stuff, but who doesn't? Not me. Besides, I'd be a pretty lame photographer if I didn't go out and find stuff to photograph. He looks a little upset. Am I just doing an internal monologue and it's going through real time? He's just like, hell's this guy doing? Someone to help me, I think he's having a stroke. And you know what? I've been meaning to do a little looking around here. I am! I'm just standing there, smiling like a creep. So to everyone else, this assignment makes them have to explore the school. But I get to. Pretty sweet deal if I do say so myself. The hall outside the classroom is only one major photo op. Between that and the murals outside, I'm certain to find something cool. He's getting mad. He's getting mad. No, the murals won't work on their own. Since it was my first thought to use them, that means it's likely someone else's first thought. I need to think outside the box a bit. Think of some way to use the school's architecture to my advantage in a way that... Inco! My thoughts are disrupted by a worried-looking Ben. I'm just standing there smiling, just thinking to myself, someone help me with this guy. He's crazy. Maybe you should see a doctor, man. Head injuries are no laughing matter. I'm fine. It's all right. What were you saying? I was asking how you were doing, with school and classes now. Oh, right. I was definitely listening. Doing good. Really good, actually. I'm in a class I'm 100% enjoying and starting to make some genuine friendships. Compared to the disaster of yesterday, today I've been astoundingly positive. That's good to hear. Yeah, I've even got some friends now. Great. Oh, and what about your art submission? Was Liz able to help? There's something nibbling at the corner of my thoughts, a mention of the long-necked girl. Yeah, she gave me my login info and everything. Login stuff and everything. Uploading the submission was a piece of cake after all. Awesome. Though that does make you competition now. Both Liz and I have pieces in the running too. She told me she had submitted something, yeah. I'm a bit concerned since I didn't have as much time at all to prepare anything, but... Hey, everyone's got a chance. You never know. Yeah, she was pretty cool about it too. That whole friend group is pretty welcoming. I think I'm pretty lucky. Lucky? Ben seems perplexed by my statements. You said something at lunch when Olivia vanished. I'm noticing for a silent paraplegic, she sure has a lot of people upset. You got some hidden drama with her too? No, not really. Wait, two? Who? Latikin calls out to us, striding over to inspect. I take it you gentlemen are conversing about your assignment together? Of course, Mr. Mr. Latikin. We were just discussing where we take our picture, right, Ben? Right? Dot. Well, that's good to hear then. I added so many words. A good thing you guys weren't talking about something off topic, like a gossip. That would be a pretty embarrassing use of your time right off the bat, I think. Especially considering you're currently the subject of some fairly humorous gossip, aren't you, Mr. Nito? I'm awash in a wave of shame from his words. I look at Ben, and I can see he feels it as well. If the air around someone needs clearing, clear it yourself. Latikin has a point. Maybe once a friendship is established, I can learn more about her. Alright, off you go then. And remember to get your assignment done by the end of the week. The room empties out slowly, most of my peers still chattering and discussing their plans for the assignment. Oh, see you, Ben. Alright, no goodbye from... Shame. Before I can continue talking with Ben about our project, the Stuco president's already packed up and exiting the room. Guess we'll talk later then. Packing up my own notebook, I wave goodbye to my new favorite teacher and head off to my next class. That was my next one. So that was photography, obviously, I think. ... Ooh. Walking into history class for the first time, and it's about what I expect it to look like. Pictures of historical figures, small relics from various regions, and cartography of the Earth during its stages of continental drift. Though I notice that there's a distinct lack of a teacher in the classroom. Must be finishing up their lunch, I assume. Well, better get a good seat now before they're all taken. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. I settle myself into my chosen desk and pull out my history book and notebook, along with my pencil, obviously. As the classroom fills with more and more students, it becomes a blur of vibrant scales. A few minutes pass, and I'm still wondering where the teacher is. The suddenness of the doors slamming open stops any and all noise. It's quiet enough to hear a pin drop. The figure walks into the classroom and... God damn! It's him! It's him! Oh, sweet heaven, no! This is gonna be lovely. He stands there and stares down at everyone, menacingly. He's the history teacher, too? Oh, thank God there's someone else. Thank you for walking me to my classroom, Sally. Of course, Miss Broccoli. Oh, thank... Oh, thank Raptor Jesus, he isn't our teacher. Oh! The raptor woman adjusts her glasses as she scans around the room before looking down at the paperwork in her hands. Looks like we'll have some late arrivals, but let's get down to business. I know that I introduced myself yesterday, but for any of those who weren't here... She just stares at me. Wait, I think she is. Her momentary glance at me makes me believe Sully told her about my absence. My name is Miss Prockley, and this is history class. In this course, we'll be learning about... Ooh, hold on. In this course, we'll be learning about the history of our primeval ancestors and their advancements throughout history. I think I'll go with that one. You can even say that it'll be like going back in time. Doesn't that sound exciting? Despite her admittedly forced enthusiasm, everyone in class responds with uninterested murmuring. Not sure why, though. This all sounds exciting. Sigh. She walks over to her desk and places down her pile of folders before flipping open her own special version of the history book. With a click of a button, she also turns on the projector to reveal a prepared slideshow for today's lecture. Ooh. To learn about the extensive history of Saurians and their culture is something I've yearned for. If you can turn your books to page 36, we'll begin with the first chapter detailing the earliest interaction between Saurians and hominids. Hominids. Ooh, that sounds interesting. God, this guy's about to be a teacher's pet. I can already see it. ... Or is he about to be bored out of his mind? I think I jinxed myself. He's bored out of his mind. Miss Prockling's history class is the polar opposite to Latican's photography class. While her introduction to the class engaged me at first, things have slowed down into an unbearably slow crawl. My eyes scan over the introductory text of the first chapter. Despite the tension between the two groups, human settlers to the New World would continue to make overturns of trade to the native Velociraptor tribes. Pretty sure I've read this line 3 times now. I turn my eyes away from the page in the hopes of blinking the boredom away. I look up to see the teacher staring down at various papers on her desk with laser focus. I must have stared too long though, because I end up locked in a staring contest with Prockley. She raises an eyebrow at me. Okay then, write down notes of pages 3 through 7 about the discovery of the New World. Without even fully comprehending the words before I'm copying the page down to the letter in my notebook. Absent-mindedly, I begin to recall everything that's happened to me so far with my new classmates. Ben carries himself with a lot of refinement and is easily my first pick as a photography partner. But that Mia girl, she doesn't seem to want to make friends. Oh, Mia, the one that decked me with a dodgeball. She doesn't seem to want to make friends. Of course, I could have figured that out. From the cold look she gave me yesterday, not to mention the rude hand gesture. How dare she? She called me a loser. Damien's very friendly, even if he can be a bit too enthusiastic sometimes. And though my encounter with Liz was brief, I can tell she's dependable. My progress in making friends has been pretty good, all things considered. But then there's Olivia. So far, she's still an enigma. And coupled with the apparent history she has with the others, it makes me all the more curious about her. Liz said it would be a bad idea to get invested, but in the end, it's effectively gossip and hearsay. This had come as something of a shock to me, but... And what do we have here, Miss Halfold? The sudden voice of Miss Prockley snaps me out of my thoughts. I lean my head to see the teacher looking down at... Oh! Wait a minute. Olivia's here too? As luck would have it, I share not one, but 2 classes with Olivia. I must have been so jaded from trying to read this textbook that I didn't even notice the girl in the wheelchair. She sits in the front row, diagonally in front of me. Okay. Okay, no. This man, so out of it, doesn't notice the person in the wheelchair in front of him. Nah. This man is not observant in the slightest. And I don't think she's noticed this strange twist of fate herself. Only the second day of school year. Only the second day of the school year, and already doodling in class again. She proceeds to pick up the piece of paper from Olivia's desk. Looks like she's been drawing on it, though I can't tell what they are from where I'm sitting. Listen, Olivia, I know history isn't the most exciting subject to learn, but could you at least pretend that you're taking notes? The only response I hear from Olivia is a heavy sigh before leaning her head back down. While the teacher returns to skulking around the room, Olivia hunches over a notebook. Although I don't think those are notes she's taking. Nah, no one would do something like that with a totalitarian teacher patrolling the room. No one. It's an attempt to get all of us to focus, but I'm fighting a losing battle to keep my eyelids from shutting. My jaw is clenched tight to suppress the loud yawn building inside, even as Miss Brockling skulks right past me. Just before my drowsiness can overtake me, though I notice minute movement in the corner of my eye. One of my classmates glances up at the teacher, whose eyes are roving over the opposite side of the room and down to scribble something down. The paper is then folded into a neat little note, and I watch as the next person carefully unfolds the sheet and also scribbles on it before folding and passing it along again. Curiosity thoroughly piqued, I wait anxiously in my seat for the paper to get to me. It's a dangerous game, passing the notes along so Brockling doesn't see. If I'm participating, does that make me a slacker? The student to my side makes his move to toss the note over. But Brockling starts turning around then. He flinches and drops the hot potato on my desk in a flash. God damn! He's selling me out. He's throwing me under the bus. I nearly slam my own paper over the page to cover it from sight. Miss Brockling continues to lecture about how the raptors and humans eventually started to get along because they traded narcotic leaves or something like that. And as you can see on the board here... Nah. I lift my paper. Luckily, there's plenty of space left. As for what everyone else has drawn, a not-so-solid attempt at a race car, rough sketches of some eyes, a bunch of doodles, names in various stylized fonts that I could only describe as graffiti, and, of course, it's not high school if someone hasn't drawn a penis. Miss Brockling with stink lines coming off of her. Yeesh, better not get caught with this. That being said, I'm drawing a blank. What should I draw? I don't exactly doodle every day. Drawing stuff for others is a nice gesture. Maybe I'll try to break the ice a bit. Although I don't really know anything about her. Hey, can't hurt to try though, yeah? I can think of a few things to sketch out here. Let's see. Oh, wait, am I drawing? Oh no! No! I'm actually drawing? Oh god, no! Okay, okay, interesting. And then just normal eraser, okay, yeah. Oh god, what am I drawing? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Okay. We're trying to break the ice here, you know? Okay, let's try to do maybe a portrait. I just spat all over my keyboard. Maybe a portrait. Okay. Handlebars. Little back side. That's awful. Okay, undo. I think it goes like maybe at an edge a bit. And then we go forward. Okay, yeah, we're making progress. And then we got ourselves a wheel. That's not right. Get ourselves a nice little wheel there. Okay. These things also have handlebars, I believe. Should probably draw these a little first. Yeah, there we go. Then wheels right there. Okay. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Do a little circle right there. Yeah. Right. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. It is not that long. Is this offensive? Would this be offensive to them? I need to pull up a reference photo of it. I already forgot. What do you guys think? Beautiful, right? Totally not offensive at all. I can't really do a whole lot. I only have one size pencil, and I don't have much color. Zoom. Oh, look at that! Look at that thing! Zoom. She's just gonna like hold up the paper, read it, and just go. Oh my god. And done. I didn't have a lot of room to really work with, but as I surreptitiously admire my work, as I long word admire my work, I find that I have a long way to go. It feels like I'm being hogged by the other doodles. Alright, Olivia's sure to like this. Miss Brockling is still turned around, alright. Alright. If I slip the paper over Olivia's shoulder, I won't have to get up and risk getting caught. And here we go! It's a bit tricky, and I hesitate, but the paper meets its destination. She doesn't even look back, just takes the paper eagerly. It's completely different from how she was acting earlier. Her tail is even swaying side to side. Oh, is that wagging? Huh. Alright, now she's gonna see my sketch and possibly think I'm cool. Uh-oh. She's not turning around. Well, it's not much, so I could also just... I'll be taking that. Miss Brockling snatches the paper from Olivia's claws. She holds out her arm. She holds her arm out. She takes a glance at the paper, and a small crack of a smile appears on her face before going back to its stoic visage. So, is this how you view me, Miss Halford? Brockling holds the paper up for all to see. Everyone in the class does their best to avoid her persecuting gaze. I know that most of you were part of this as well. Look, I'm not asking for much. Please do your assignments when you're in class. It's the least you can do. We were just passing notes one at a time. She wasn't even paying attention. I got a gnat in my room now. Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on, that's her in trouble. I noticed Brockling looking down at Olivia for a moment before letting out a sigh of defeat. Look, since it's only the second day, I'll let this one slide, but I'm warning you now that I won't be so lenient next time it happens. Otherwise, you'll end up like the last students who decided to be disruptive during class. What happened to them? Get a dead slip or something? What did happen to them? Uh-oh. Miss Brockling pulls up the window blinds and pushes the window screen open. She then takes out a walkie-talkie. Sully, yep, another hippie, seat H4. What? What's going on? Oh, wait. Don't tell me he's about to throw a dodgeball through the window. Dot, dot, dot. Oh my god! Good job, soldier. we got Now, if we can, let's continue. I like how Olivia is also shocked. We're on the second floor. I sink back into my seat and continue writing. mainly out of unadulterated fear of experiencing the same wrath from the teacher. Man, now I feel guilty for Olivia. I was the one to pass her the note after all. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. Well, I can always apologize after class. Miss Brockling places the note and continues with her lecture for another half hour. With 10 minutes of class left, I see Brockling looking at the clock above the door. I then notice Olivia grabbing her attention, and as if she knew what she's already going to say, the teacher nods her head. Olivia grabs her backpack and shoves all of her things into it. In silence, she wheels herself to the door, opens it, and rolls on out. So much for apologizing after class. The teacher must have noticed me watching her leave. Accommodations? Well, there goes my chances of saying sorry to her. Feeling defeated, I decide to focus on writing down my notes for the rest of the time left. Although I do wonder. What am I wondering? She must have noticed my doodle. Did she just ignore it then? Class comes and goes, and I head back home on the metro. ...